All right, I think we're live. I think we are live, kids. What does that mean? It means we should begin the broadcast. Yeah. Technically, it's not spaghetti, it's angel hair. What am I up to today? Cooking dinner. But I got a message from somebody the other day requesting more cooking. And this isn't going to be fine dining, but it will be technically cooking. So we're going to try it. If I can figure out how to get everything set up here. So I'll wave my fingers so you can have something to look at here for a second. I'll try to get my monitor up. Got the lights on. Let's get some lights turned on here. Power some stuff up. Hello, Sam. Oop. I'm just getting this going here. Sorry, my intros are sometimes a little lacking in the let's get it going department. But it usually takes a second for everything to load up and get ready. And oop, so I get that going live. Let's see here. A little bit different day of the week, a little bit different time. Suppose I could aim this over here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm getting set up on the old monitor. Volume down. Try to cue that up. Now I can see the chat if there is any chat. Well, happy birthday! Today is my dearest friend's birthday, so I just wanted to get some sweets at the store. Ooh, sweets. I like sweets. Happy birthday to your friend. Happens to the best of us at least once a year. All right, so what we're doing, I already got the water, I guess it would be starting to boil, which at some point I will shut off because water just takes a long time to get heated up. So what are we doing? Got the old, what are we cooking with here? People love to look at my pans. I got Kenmore pans, how about that? Stainless steel induction suitable, 4-quart, manufactured in Thailand. Pretty decent. Silicone handle that can go in the oven and won't get hot. Like, this never gets hot, so that's kind of cool. Time will tell how long these last. When I was little, I got these a little leery that maybe they'd deteriorate, but I think I've had these a good, I'd say 10 years probably, easy by now. If not longer, maybe 15 years I've had these pans. Long enough they don't make them anymore, so. Alright, so what are we doing today? This is not going to be fancy. This isn't gourmet. I'm not an Italian. So don't get mad and scream. I don't have any fresh onions. I don't have any fresh garlic. I don't have any of that here. Just from the pantry. I'm going to be using some mushrooms from a can. Apparently I bought sliced, which I'm totally bummed. I bought like an 8-pack of these, and I hate sliced olives. But that's what I got, so that's what I'm going to use. Can of pre-ground traditional Italian sauce, aka spaghetti sauce. We're just going to dump that in there. I don't have any like canned tomatoes or anything. I don't feel like going up to the garden because it's downpouring rain. That's why I'm cooking live stream today because I got rained out. Got nothing to do. I do have some sausage that I pulled out from the freezer. And that's what we're going to do. Feel free to enjoy, get upset, curse, whatever you got to do, feel free to do it. Because that's what's about to happen here. My sausage came straight from the freezer. I ran it under water for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I'll show you here in a second how I do my sausages. I'm just drying off the container so I don't get a bunch of weird water. So I do my sausage. I freeze dry, not freeze dry. I vacuum seal it, but I do it thin. That was solid, hardcore, and now it's de-thawed 30 seconds. Just like that. Boom. Buy sausage in bulk. I use like a rolling pin. I roll it out flat, vac seal it. Oh, dude. So this is about a pound. If I had a pound of frozen sausage and I don't know what you call it, decided to de-thaw it, it would take forever if it was like in a log. Let's see if I can do this without making a giant mess. All right, see, you wrote sausage on there. Sausage. See if I can get it out of the old package. Do I add ketchup for flavor? I actually don't eat much ketchup. Funny thing about ketchup, I'll tell you a ketchup story that most people don't know. And every time I talk about this, I always get the weirdest reaction from people. Like, sometimes people get argumentative and stuff, but like, ketchup, quote unquote ketchup, is a style of sauce. It isn't a flavor. And I'll explain to you why this is. Here, I got some ketchup in here. I got some tomato ketchup. See, what you'll see, traditional ketchup. Did you notice something? Tomato ketchup. This is ketchup made with tomato. Ketchup does not mean tomato. Tomato means tomato. You can make ketchup out of a myriad of things. You can make mushroom ketchup. You can make blueberry ketchup. You can make like walnut ketchup. Ketchup is a style of sauce. The reason that ketchup is tomato based in most people's minds is because back in the day, tomatoes were scary because it comes from the nightshade tree line family, whatever, nightshade family. And for a long time, it was thought if you ate a tomato, it would kill you. And then people started eating tomatoes and not dying. Well, then to go mainstream, they decided if you really cooked a tomato a lot, you could eat it. Therefore, if you made a ketchup, tomato-based ketchup, it would be safe to eat, which is like a heavily, thoroughly cooked, boiled down into a mush. Hence, tomato ketchup gained popularity. But there's all sorts of different kinds of ketchup in the world, and like I actually just had this conversation with somebody over the summer, and like I had to like bring up Google and like prove it to them because they would not believe me. And it's like, I don't make this crap up. Like, that's just how the world is, man. It's just that tomato ketchup has become very popular in mainstream. But yeah, there's all sorts of different kinds of ketchup recipes. But basically what a ketchup is like you mash up the whatever it is you're making, that flavor, and you just boil the living tar out of it until it becomes like a thick, viscous sauce, aka a ketchup. So there you go. Yeah. I didn't know it either. I can't remember where I came up with that. Like I don't know why I learned that or I came up with that, but like, yeah, like the original ketchups were not tomato. It was just that was a way that someone like probably a tomato grower that was trying to sell tomatoes convinced people that if you cooked a tomato enough you could eat it. But yeah, there was like some famous story of a guy at like a World's Fair or something that just like I don't know was eating tomatoes and people would like pay money to watch him do it because they were all convinced he was going to die because tomatoes were poison. It's kind of funny. I'm just going to chop this up a little bit as the pan warms up. I probably should have pre-warmed this pan too a little bit, but since I'm an expert, professional, that's not going to happen. This is pork sausage too. I don't know if that makes anybody upset or mad or whatever. It's spicy, so it's got a little heat to it. I will add some other ingredients. I got some oregano that I grew that I think I still have some. Dried oregano, I'll put a little of that there just because. I don't mind kind of big chunks of sausage, so we'll just kind of go with that for now. I'm going to open these up and drain them off. This is just, what do they call it? Mushrooms, low-fat, gluten-free, pieces and stems. So I really don't know how big this is going to be, so let me drain this. I don't think you need to see me do that. Especially being that this part of the kitchen is pretty not viewer-friendly right now. I must have a lot of stories to tell you. I got a few. Like what I used to tell people I do. People are like, what are you up to, or what's your deal? I was like, oh, I collect collections and I collect stories. That's what I do. I collect collections. How funny is that? And I collect stories. I got this weird ability, for the most part, to like catch on to the gist of something pretty quick and then like kind of memorize it forever and be able to recall it when I need to. That's what's so fun. It's like, if I've ever heard of anything, I could probably talk about it for a little bit. Not saying I'm an expert in everything, but as long as I've heard of it, I could probably talk about it. All right, I'm going to get a cutting board down just in case I feel like some of these pieces are too big. I need to chop them up a little tiny bit. Get the least disgusting cutting board that I know now. I'm going to go with that one. Spaghetti came from the freezer. It's got a little condensation on it, but it should be fine. All right, that's starting to boil. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for now because I don't need to run that anymore. I just want it ready to go. Grab a knife real quick. I'm going to go with this guy. Let's see if I can get the camera a little more. I don't probably need to see the boiling water anymore. Let's go with that. Let's see. Oh, I missed all the comments. Let me check here. Are those Royal Prestige pants? No, Kenmore. It's like Kenmore is like they used to sell at a store called Sears. It's like Kenmore was like appliances, like washers and dryers and refrigerators and stoves and stuff. But apparently they decided to make a line of cookware. There was a set, came in a box, got all sorts of pans and larger buckets and all sorts of stuff. They actually had, I've got of the, what do you call this? The pot here, this pot. I've got a bigger one than that, and at the time this set came out, it didn't come with the, it didn't come, you could buy the pans individually. They had a bigger one, and I really wanted it, and I almost bought it, and I passed, and now I wish I would have. It was a huge, not quite a cauldron, but it was a big one. Big old stock pot. And of course, it's all, they don't make it anymore. I might be able to find one used, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. All right, what else we got here? Stories. Oh, it's toe shifter. No, they're not Royal Prestige. They're Kenmore. Did I not say that? Here, let me grab another one. For those that just showed up late. Kenmore, dude. Kenmore. Stainless steel Kenmore with there's a disc inside for the induction. Because normally stainless is not induct. So there's a plate. I think it's a copper plate maybe or something inside. So you can use on magnetic inductions. With silicone handles. So you don't burn your fingies. You don't want your fingers burned. Let's see. Yeah, I do have my monitor going over here, but like I don't always get over to see it when I'm doing it. So sorry if I missed your question. Hopefully I answered your question, Royal Prestige. I'm trying to think of what are the good ones called. Oh, I don't own any. There's a brand of pans. Like, oh, this is the best. You don't know, you never had them. All stainless steel. They use them professionally. They sell them at whatever. Williams Sonoma sells them or something. No, I don't have any of those pans. Basically, what I wanted stainless steel pans, and I wanted them not to cost $1 million when I bought them. The mushrooms look great. Not the greatest, but like the thing that's nice about them is I buy them in bulk in a big flat, and then yep, they sit in my pantry, and whenever I decide I want some mushrooms, they're ready to go. And just to add a little bit, because like that's actually probably not a pound of sausage. I think if I remember right, I divided those out in like 3/4 pounds, so it's not a whole lot of meat. So like this kind of adds a little meat to the eatings. I am going to throw those in while those cook so they can maybe suck up some of that meat juice. Make sausage flavored mushrooms. This is definitely not part of the how-to series because I'm sure if I got anyone to tune into this that like is a professional cook or like maybe even Italian a little bit, they'd be freaking out because first of all I didn't put onions in first, which I know is like a crime. I don't have any onions. I mean I do up in the garden, but I'm not walking up there today in the rain. Like it was downpouring. That ain't happening. Not everything in life has to be top tier. Sometimes you can just do with what you got. All right, what are we next? We're gonna open these up. There's the pre-slice. I mean, I know I'm getting old when I go to buy solid mushrooms and I buy sliced, and I don't know till you get home. Like, I used to laugh at my parents when they do stuff like that. It's like, what are you doing? It's like I'm there. I'm pretty sure I read not sliced, and somehow I managed to pick up the sliced ones. Let's see. Carlos, hello. How's the dog? Dog is sleeping on the couch. Eating many sweet peas? Well, when they were growing, she was eating all the sweet peas, but sweet pea season's over. She will definitely be eating spaghetti tonight because she loves spaghetti. Her favorite. So I'm going to open these up off camera real quick. I'll keep talking. But I'm pretty sure these are going to be cut too thick, and it's just going to be a pain in my butt. So I'll be like trying to sliced olives, I guess, like, I don't even know if that's a thing. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Because they're going to be too thick. I know they are. Because I hate to admit it, I've bought the wrong olives in the past. Imagine that. So yes, look. I mean, that's a half olive right there. So, yep, sliced olives. So I'm slicing sliced olives. Whatever. Trying to think. I wonder where that oregano is. I know I got some around here someplace. Oh, there it is. How about that? Oregano, glass jar. I grew this myself. Don't use... am I going to drain some greases? There isn't really any grease in here. Let's take a look. If it was heavily greasy, but like, I mean, there's a little tiny bit in there, but we're going to call that flavor. So, you want to sniff? Mmm, smells like fresh oregano. Mmm. Yeah, grew that myself. Dried it myself. We're just going to go with the old, let's see, homemade, yeah. It like grows in my yard. I have like a bush of oregano in my front yard that it's huge. It's like 4 foot diameter, and then like once a year I go down to the edge with a shovel and I dig some of it out and I transplant it into different parts of the yard. That way I have this, it just grows everywhere. Wild oregano at this point. That's pretty good. There we go. That should be enough. Get my, whatever you want to call it. My vegetables in there. I got my vegetables. I shouldn't be so lazy and walk up to the garden, but I don't know. It's hard to describe why I'm not doing that, but I'm just not doing it today. My knee's not feeling pretty good. I'll tell you that right now. The weather comes through, makes my bones hurt, and I've got sore knees today, and it's raining, and I don't want to get wet, and I'll be fine. I mean, I know that's a pretty lame excuse, and a lot of people probably can't believe it. You know, if you got onions growing in your garden, it's just up the way, but like, yeah, those onions aren't picking themselves and coming down here, so I'm not going up, and I don't feel like dealing with it, and yeah, that's it. Decision has been made. I'm having a hard time like catching up with who's saying what, so I'm assuming like, yeah, no grease. Yeah, that was what do you call it? That was lean sausage. That's no 20%. That's lean sausage. I think I was in-house made at a local grocery store called Fairway up the road. I think that's where I got that. But no, it didn't have a lot to drain off. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I feel like eating a piece of sausage. Let's do it. Does it bite you? That's actually not that spicy. I think I'm gonna. It's such a nice day out. Yeah, it's just been raining nuggets. I think I'm gonna kick that up with a little bit of red pepper flakes. What do you think about that? Bam! I'll buy my red pepper flakes in bulk. Crushed red pepper. That's the spice, kids. Oh, this is gonna get crazy. How much? I'm not gonna put a lot in. Let's put a little in. Just enough to make your nose run. That should be good. That should be good. Like I said, I'm not trying to injure myself. Just trying to, I think we need to put some liquid in here, otherwise it's going to start sticking to the bottom. So we're going to go with the old Prego. It's got the easy grip jar. That grip is easy. And do I recommend this kind? No. This is the kind they had the day that I went to the store, and they had a good deal on it, so that's what I went with. I don't have brand loyalty when it comes to red sauce. It's like, oh, there's some on sale. Let's buy some of that. If it's on sale, I buy a few containers and hope that it doesn't taste too bad. Otherwise, if it's not very good tasting, I've bought a few extra containers. Actually, I think I got 3 flavors on hand right now. I could go any direction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this lid back on, put it upside down, and let it like drain, I guess, maybe. Now, I know some people say this should cook for hours and cook down and all sorts. Whatever. Yeah, it's going to cook for a little bit. It's going to cook at least as long as it takes to get the noodles to boil. I can promise you that. But as far as like, I was gonna title this Poor Man's Spaghetti, but it's not really Poor Man's. It's definitely pantry spaghetti. Like I probably have on hand enough to make this recipe 15 or 20 times at any point. At any point, just like I got it on hand. It's like the end of the world. I'm eating at least this good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the sausage. Well, if I lose electricity, I won't be able to eat my sausage. I have to eat it right away. But a mushroom just went flying outside. A mushroom just flew over my house. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I mean, how is that a sliced? Come on now. That's a whole olive. It's just a crushed olive. I cannot believe that I bought these. Like, I mean, I'm not young anymore. I've definitely come to realize that. You start, and it's like, I even remember when I was at the store and I bought these, I saw the sliced olives right there, and I saw the whole ones, and I said to myself, don't want them sliced ones. And then I was like, looking at some other stuff. I was like, well, time to put the olives in the old cart. And what did I do? I grabbed like a six pack or an 8-pack, I don't know, a giant pack of sliced, and just whistling Dixie, just doo-pa-doo-pa-doo. Didn't even notice it until I got home and was unpacking them. Turn this down a little bit. But I mean, yeah, whatever. Happens to the best of us. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going senile, but like, let's see. Those sliced olives are just a little bit expensive. Well, that was the thing. I think the sliced ones were cheaper than the whole ones. I mean, I'm not sure. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. Not that these are like particularly fresh, because they're like obviously just black olives, but like I feel like the whole olives are a better quality olive. Like I kind of feel like the sliced olives, I kind of way to describe it. I don't think they're slicing whole olives up to make sliced olives. I think they're taking a bunch of busted ass olives and either cutting the broken parts off or like just, you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like Gary won't eat the mushrooms. He's a carnivore. Actually, between me and you, my old Gary ain't getting any younger. He's starting to have some problems. He's definitely slowing down. He is not a young cat anymore. He's definitely starting to show his age, which kind of sucks. I've had him forever. I'm not saying that he's going to expire any moment, but like he's definitely in the twilight of his years. He's definitely slowing down, and he's got more bones poking out of his back and all that like an old cat does. So yeah, he's just doing his thing. He's curled up sleeping. That's all he does anymore is just sleep. But that's kind of how it goes. Pretty standard. I mean, I don't even know if Gary would eat the sausage. He doesn't really like spicy meats. I gave him some tuna fish today. He was pretty pumped about that. Probably when I eat dinner, I'll give him some tuna fish because he'll beg. He'll like sit there and be like, I want to see what you're eating. And it's like, well, you're not going to eat it. I can't believe I'm slicing sliced olives, man. What a deal. All right, what's next? I mean, this is kind of boring, but it's all part of the gig. Maybe I should start the pasta back up. Get that getting ready to go. All right, single high. What does this say? Water. Add a little salt. We haven't done that yet. Angel hair. 3 to 5 minutes. That won't take very long. Let's put a little olive or a little oil in the water. I don't know why. Just something I do. And then maybe a little salt. A little salt in the little water bucket. Where's my salt at? Why am I struggling? If I was salt, where would I be? Here I am. Here's a big old bucket of it. Is it open? Yeah. Just a giant box of salt. Oh, that's a lot of salt. I just did that. Oh well. Those noodles will be flavored. Yeah, I just realized the other day, like, I have these salt dispenser things that need to all be refilled, and like, I don't know. It's that time of year where everything needs to be re-upped. I got like pepper shaker or pepper grinders need new batteries, and they're empty out of peppercorns, and I just need to put it on the list of things to do. Get that going. How's the olive proportions? Pretty slim on the olive proportions. Let's get a few more in there. Let's see. What type of salt was that? They call it iodized Morton salt, which is just standard. It's like calcium silicate, an anti-caking agent, dextrose, and potassium iodide, and salt. That's what's in there. Just standard salt. I eat a lot of like for my meals, like in my grinder, I use rock salt or sea salt, I guess it would be. Rock salt. I grind it. I got a little Himalayan salt too, that pink stuff. But I mean, that's just standard run of the mill with iodine, which is iodine's good. I don't think Himalayan salt has iodine in it, which is kind of weird because like iodine's really important for you. I used to put it in the bread flour, and they took it out and put it in the salt. I was actually reading a thing about that today. Someone was saying like a lot of people's health problems is lack of iodine. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. I was reading about that the other day. But I think my salt grinder is empty. I think that's what I remember the other day. I tried to use it. There's like 2 little rocks in it, all sad, just like sad little rocks. I'm trying to think if I've got any fanciness around here, just laying around. Usually my salt's like tucked away real deep in the back of the cabinet here someplace. Let's see. Here's some salt. Here's my stash of salt. Let's take a look in here. So as you can see, that's rock salt. That's what I eat at the table, and I grind it fresh. So that's sea salt, I guess is what you'd call it. Buy it in bulk. I'm not saying it's gourmet, but it's pretty gourmet. Get some iodine in your toes. I think I've got pink salt around here someplace too. I just don't know where it is. Like there should be a jar of it someplace. Got me digging through my cabinets looking for salt. Here it is. Ha! Found it. So I got some of this. That's the pink Himalayan salt. It's rock salt too. You have to grind it. I heard someone say that the reason it's pink is because it's dirty. That's just dirty salt. But like, for a while back, I mean, I'm not talking like a long time ago, but a little while back, that was like pretty gourmet. Like pink salt was kind of a big deal. Like, you didn't see that very often. And, yeah, it was pretty fancy. So like, I'll just show you, it's empty, but I use these. These are battery-powered salt and pepper grinders. You can see this one's, there's just like a couple pieces of Himalayan salt in there still. So I've got one of these with black pepper corns in there, one of these that should have pink Himalayan salt, and then one that with just white regular. So I do 3 at a time. That's just what I do, but they need revamped. They're all empty and low on batteries. So for now, I'm just using this bad boy for the pepper. A little fresh ground pepper on the old pepper grinder. Actually, I don't know why, but I've got like a lot of salt and pepper grinders. I got some fancy ones, like some, what do you call them? Danish design, high-end, like kind of like actual fancy, like they're pretty fancy. I don't use those anymore. They're hand grinders. I got them as a gift when I was living in Denmark. But I mean, they're cool. They're just they're definitely high-end stainless. Like, I don't know if you want to call it an art piece, but like kind of an art piece for your table. But it also does salt and pepper. I'm trying to remember where the whole battery-powered. I think it was. I got some relatives that live in Texas, and we went down there to visit them. And my uncle, I think, had a pepper grinder. that was battery powered, and I just remember, this is when I was younger, and I remember my father just being like, he was amazed by it. He was just like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, he couldn't get enough of it. So then he's like, I want one of those. And like, this was probably 30 years ago, back when that stuff was not normal or common. So we got him one, but the one we got him had a light on the bottom. I guess mine have lights too, but we got my dad a battery-powered pepper grinder with a light on the bottom. And then my uncle came up and saw that. He's like, oh my God, it's got a light! It was like they were having like pepper grinder battles. It was hilarious. But yeah, whatever. Let's put the pasta in. So do the whole thing or half the thing? I'm gonna do half, I think, because I like the leftovers. You just go with a big half. Get in there, noodles. Get in your home, noodles. What did I say? 3 to 5 minutes? Timer. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4 minutes. So now you're supposed to cook your noodles al dente, which is Italian for to the tooth. So when you bite your noodle, it's supposed to have a little bit of a bite to it. That's the proper way to cook pasta, is al dente, to the tooth. Let's see, I can tell the difference between... Yeah, salt tastes salty, that's true. I mean, I think a lot of that, I mean, it's kind of weird, but I think a lot of the whole gourmet salt is just, it is what it is. I mean, it's just kind of funny, like, you know, the modern day, essentially, for the most part, you can just walk down to the store and you just get salt. Like, where I live, they put salt on the road in the wintertime to melt the ice. Like, that's how common salt is. Like, it's everywhere. But you go back, you know, a few hundred years, now, salt was like cash, man. Like, that was the real deal. And it's just funny to think we went from, like, people would do anything to get some salt because, you know, pre-refrigeration, that's how you cured, was with salt. You know, that's how you survived the winters. You cured your food with salt, you know. Put enough salt on the food that nothing can grow in there that'll make you sick and your food's safe to eat. Got to have salt, like, and now we put it on the roads. Like, yeah, let's just put some salt on the roads. It's just like crazy how the world changes. Whatever. The world is crazy, but yeah. You want any sauce with your olives? Oh, is that too many olives? I'm not even barely half can yet. I mean, put it up. That's not too much. I'll put a few more. It's a filler, man. You gotta have something go in your belly. And I don't mind olives. I think they taste good. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. And then, what was I talking about? You just empty the whole bottle of sauce. Oh yeah, Toe Shifter's just joking. So like, if that was an ironic statement, do you want any sauce with your olives? Is like, if you put a lot of, I'm trying to think of a good example. If you put a lot of ketchup on your hamburger, someone would say, do you want some hamburger with your ketchup? Like, i.e. you're eating ketchup and having a little bit of hamburger with your ketchup. So what he was saying was, I'm having a bowl of olives and putting a little sauce with it. That was his ironical humor, I think, in that sarcastic statement. Sarcasm varies by locality, and I believe Toe Shifter is in America cracking American humor. Is what he's doing. All right, I got to figure out how I got to get my ducks in a row here. So I got to drain this off here in a second. We'll get our gloves ready. We got the old silicone gloves. They don't match, but I mean, do they really need to match? Got the strainer. Let's see here. More olives and sauce reference. Yeah. I feel hungry after watching your videos. There you go. Well, like I said, I got a comment that said we need more cooking videos, and it's like, well, the construction videos are such a hit. Let's do some more cooking videos. I guess, whatever. I mean, let's see here. Ah, you don't like olives? Let's put the whole can in then. Well, what I would say is you can go ahead and take this inspiration and make it the way that you like to. Let's test. So, ooh, those are hot noodles. So what you're supposed to do, take your noodle, if I can get this on camera, and you go, whoop, like Marco Polo. Perfect. Off with you, on low. The other way is you throw it, you stick it to the ceiling, but that's not going to happen. I mean, it has happened before, but. So what I do is I glove up so I don't hurt myself. This one's a little thicker, so that's going to get the strainer. I'm going to hold the strainer in the hot pan, and I'm going to pour in over the sink, but I'm not going to do that on camera. Always remember, kids, the steam is where the danger is. I mean, boiling water is bad, but there's more energy in the steam than there is in the boiling water. Hot water burn, baby! Ooh, that's steamy. Got my glasses a little steamy. And then I'm just going to set it right over here. Done! Take my gloves off. Let's go for the stop. Let's see here. Yeah, actually, I just had some of that the other day, and I thought, oh man, I should videotape this. Because that is killer. Yeah, no, that's definitely, like I said, I just ate some of that the other day, and I thought, oh, I should have taped that. It's like, I mean, because I had a rain day today, so I had time to get everything ready. Like, normally I don't want to set lights up and everything. Let's see, what color plate should I go for tonight? We got choices. Vote in the comments below. Which plate? Are we going blue or white for the spaghetti? Blue or white? Blue or white? I got one vote blue. One vote blue. Maybe a limited amount of voters. Blues, blues. All right, blue it is. So this is a funny story. These plates. These are Fujistone Barbados from Japan. These were made in the early 60s, I believe. And yeah, they're hard to find because I would like to get more of the big ones. I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6, I think, 7 of these, and I have one with a chip. And there's literally none on the planet Earth. I've looked. I found some bowls, but I don't do the bowls. But yeah, they're super hard to find, and the few that I could find are really expensive. It's fancy. These are actually my parents. They got these plates as part of their wedding registry, and my mom was going to take these to the Goodwill. She didn't want them anymore, and they're in a box to go to the Goodwill. And I was like, yeah, I'll take those. I think blue plates are cool. But yeah, she wasn't gonna even sell them. She was just gonna give them away. That's how I acquired those. Why don't you show us what's in your cabinets? Oh, you want to see something cool? All right, I'll show you something cool. I will show you something. How about these plates? It was dirty. Let me dust it off real quick. I probably shouldn't show this on YouTube. I'm going to anyways. Here's my china. What's that? That's platinum. These are Japanese Ondine Imperial Deluxe. These are probably from the 40s, maybe the 30s. That's man china right there. And that's like, I probably can't do it right now, but you can see through it. You put light behind you, you can see your hand go through. These are fancy. These are super fancy plates. Only used on special occasions. And when I got this set, almost all of them were broken. And I spent like 3 years scouring the planet Earth trying to find replacements to make the set back out, and I actually did it. It took me a couple years to find them all. Just buying like one plate here, one plate there to get that set back up. And that's a full set. I got the whole thing. Teacups, coffee cups, salad plates, fruit bowls, big bowls. I got the big tray. The big tray's got a chip in it. There's a lot. I mean, it was a chip set. It was a rough set. Really rough. Like I said, I scour the earth. Those were easier to find than these things are, than these plates. These are like, I don't know where they are. I know there should be a bunch. They come in different colors. I can get the green, but I cannot find this blue for the life of me. It's kind of bumming me out because I'd like to have more, but that's as far as we're going to go in the cabinet this time. Let's see. Fruit bowls are adorable. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I love collecting. I collect collections, if you didn't hear that. People think that's funny when I say that, but I literally collect collections. I don't have like a collection of a thing. I collect collections of things. Which is kind of crazy to think about, but like, oh, whatever. I mean, I'll tell you a true story about me. You ready for this? And I'm not even exaggerating. I thought about this the other day. In my life, and I'm pretty sure this is true, I have only sold 2 things that I have owned in my entire life. Everything else I still have since I was born, unless someone either stole it or it broke and I threw it away. I sold a snowboard to a kid who never paid for it all the way, and I'll never forget that. And I sold my red Specialized bicycle so I could buy a better bike. Other than that, I've kept everything. Well, I mean, I guess I traded a bike in to buy that red bike, but I hated that. My parents bought me that one. But everything I've ever bought, I still have to this day. Rinse noodles is a fail? Oh, buddy. I do believe that you don't know how to cook if you think you're supposed to rinse noodles. You might want to look into that. I'm not telling you how to do your job, but yeah, you don't rinse noodles. Unless you're an amateur. That's where all the good stuff is. It's on the noodle doodle. Oh, look at there. Get some of that sauce in there. Get some of them mushrooms in there. Get some of them olives. Ooh, more olives, please. I like to leave a little raw noodle on the side. I'm going to show you why in 1 second. Let's see here. Bert will be in here in a second. I'll show you. Try to get this thing in. Whoa. I'm going to show you why I leave raw noodles. It's my favorite part of spaghetti. You ready? Come here. Ooh, we're getting a little low. Grated Parmesan. Now, I just use this container. It's an old container, and I refill it. I buy Parmesan in like giant containers. I don't know how, like 4 pounds or something. It doesn't fit in my refrigerator door, so I keep this little guy and I just refill him. But what I love, let's see, raw noodle. Raw! Yeah, I don't have any garlic bread, sorry. Unsubbed! I like Parmesan on raw noodles. Like with no sauce. I always hit that noodle, and I don't know what it is. Like, I'm a weirdo. I could just eat noodles and Parmesan, and I enjoy it. Like, I love it. So I always make sure to prepare myself on the corner, a little extra noodle, and then just a little on top of everything. But I love me some Parmesan and noodles. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking about unsubscribing myself because of no garlic bread. So you understand, Sam, very traditional Italian food, i.e. spaghetti, if you would even call it Italian food, and garlic bread is like 1 and 2. They go together. I mean, that's like the only way. And honestly, part of the reason, like, I would have made poor man's garlic bread, would just have been like sandwich bread in the toaster. But I literally ate the last 2 heels for toast this morning. So there's no bread in the house. Toe Shifter, he trolls. I don't mind him. We actually know each other. If like you watch some of my RC videos, you'll see Toe Shifter in the background. Like, I know him. So here we go. Just pasta and Parmesan. Berta, come here. Spaghetti. Let's see if we get the old dog eating a noodle. My floor is not very clean. There's the beastus. Come here, beast. You want some noodles? You want some noodles? Here. You want some sauce? Bird, you want some sauce? Come here. Oh, it's the old spaghetti. Jokes in, jokes in, jokes in, jokes spaghetti, spaghetti. Let's do this. Let's get her around for it. Let's get her. Let's get her. Let's treat the dog proper. What's funny is like I'll eat food that's like really really hot temperature wise because I don't know, got calluses in my mouth from eating so much hot food. And the dog will try to eat it and burns her mouth. She's like, oh, my mouth. Here we go. Ooh, hot! You see her nose curl up? You see that nose? That's the dog eating hot food. It's hot. Ooh, hot. Ooh, it's hot. You want to blow it? Okay. Mmm. Pretty good? Whatever. Let's see if it turned out right. Ah, hot! Huh, I just realized I'm filming like my back. Whatever. Best live stream ever! So, yeah, I mean, this isn't a serious live stream here. Just thought I'd just do a video of me cooking some pantry spaghetti. And I know I did it wrong, and I know there's a better way. But best live stream ever. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably like the most successful. There's 7 people watching right now. Yeah. Oh, the anime, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. That's pretty good. Did you ever check out the Ajin on Netflix? I thought it was pretty good. And what will I drink? That's a good question. I should probably get a drink. Maybe have a glass of water, actually. I'm trying to cut down on my soda intake, which is like, ugh. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to do. I drink too much soda, and I'm trying to cut back. So we're gonna do ice cubes. Make it gourmet. It's gourmet water. I haven't had. Oh, did I? I'm trying to think. I already had my soda. I'm trying to do 1 soda a day. It's called Ajin, or Ajin, Ajin, Ajian, or something like that. Ajin. I'm trying to think if I can. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Right here. This one. Ajin. I don't know how you say it. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix. It was pretty good. Yeah, definitely Netflix. I mean, I enjoyed it. But let me go back to so I can see. Oh, come on. See what I'm doing here. Put some mint lemon in the water for flavor. Ooh, I got some. In 1 second here. What do I got? Got some limes that are towards the end of their life. I might be able to get a little lime juice out of it. The rinds are getting a little little tough, but the juice is still good. Ooh, limey. Hey, don't do homework on Saturday. You should do your homework. I can't guarantee what, like, honestly, Saturdays are not going to be the days I do most of my live streams because I'm usually busy Saturday. Sunday, I usually have the day off to do stuff. A lot of it's weather related. Attack on Titan? I think I've seen that. I'll tell you what I'm not watching, but what I'm doing right now. Have you heard of The Witcher? They turned it into a series on Netflix, but it's actually a bunch of books. I've been reading the books. Oh man, I'm telling you what. I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th book. Maybe the 4th? I can't remember. 4th? God, they're good. The Witcher just doesn't care. He just does his thing, man. I'll tell you what. I mean, The Witcher's also a video game, too. All I can say is, if you watch the Netflix series of The Witcher, and if the Netflix series is continued out, there's going to be a lot of series because the whole first season is like, I think the first book, maybe. I don't even think they got through the whole first book. And what's crazy is like the writing style changes. Like the first book was more like, it felt like it was more like little adventures they went on. By the time I'm where I'm in now, it's like, dude, it's like deep. The plot is thick, and it's like, it's not just like little tiny adventures. It's like this whole epic thing they're going through. It's wild. I do books on tape. Audiobooks. Ninja Scroll. I'm trying to think my favorite anime. I like Full Metal Alchemist of the Brotherhood. I watched a lot of that. That was pretty good. Birdie, you want some more of this? My dog is over here freaking out. Just forgot about her. You think she'll eat a mushroom? Will you eat a mushroom? You old dirty mushroom? Yeah. How about an old dirty black olive? There you go, have a black olive. Down the hatch. How about some noodles? I just realized I'm using my fork. Oh, good job, Sean. There you go, bud. I'll get myself a clean fork here in a second. I mean, not that I wouldn't eat off the same fork as my dog, but it might freak people out, so. You want some of just the raw pasta? Ooh, that one's a dangler. That one is a dangler. How about a sausage? Ooh, you want a sausage? Have a sausage. Ooh, a sausage! What do I got? Yeah, I got it. 2 forks, 2 dog forks. Yeah, I'm good, man. That's funny, though. I'm not sure whose mouth's been in worse places, mine or the dog's. It's probably a tie, actually. But a drink from the cup? I don't think she'll drink from the cup. Want a drink? Come. I don't think she'll drink is the citrus. Yeah, did you see how she backed away real quick? She doesn't like citrus. Actually, I don't even know if I got that in the film. Whoa! Tighten that up. Here. You want some? You want some water? Yeah, she don't want that. She's not a big fan of citrus water. Nice try, though. Nice try. You want that? Eat it. Eat that lime. Eat that lime. Eat it. Eat it. See? That's not gonna happen, she says. Hard pass on the citrus. I think how long I've been going here. 55 minutes. I do believe I will not go longer than an hour. I'm gonna go get a burrito. Burrito! Let's see what we got on hand for burritos. The emergency, tried and true, Jose Ole Chimichanga. You can't go wrong with those. Definitely not the greatest in the world, but got them in the freezer just in case. Just boom, insta burrito. Love that to death. I like to do them in the... I mean, microwave's a crime. That's if you're desperate. I like to do them in the toaster oven and then put a piece of pepper jack cheese on the top and let it kind of cook on top and get all crispy and good. The dog is a fan of that, for sure. For sure! Well, whatever. Take Bird to the house? She hasn't actually been up there yet, but I mean, her dog brain doesn't, like, it's not going to compute with her. That's just going to be like car ride is all that's going to be. The pizzazz, yeah, no. My pizzazz is literally right here. It's just sitting around the other counter right there. Pizzazz on deck. The problem with pizzazz is if you only cook one burrito, it makes the old tray lean and it doesn't cook right. Then you got to eat two burritos, and it's like, do I need two burritos? I mean, I can eat two burritos, but do I need two burritos? Is like, that's the $100 question right there. And the answer is probably I don't actually need two burritos, but yeah. Cooking on there. Oh, I did that video on those chicken nuggets. I can't remember. I don't think I've done the update on that. I found out they make the waffle fries too. Oh my god, dude. You can buy frozen waffle fries and frozen nuggets that taste just like Chick-fil-A. I might make that up at all. It's like mind-boggling. I need to do a video because like what you do is you start the waffle fries first. You lay them out on the pizzazz and you get that thing cooking. Get them good or whatever. I like to flip them because for some reason the bottom cooks browner. Flip them over, then you throw the chicken on top of all that mess, dude. When you're done, you got a tray of chicken nuggets and waffle fries. The dog's just dancing. She's like, waffle fries and nuggets. Like, oh god, it's so good. It's beyond amazing. What happened to the ice cream? Actually, I got some news on that ice cream. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. This is just what's, that's what's left. But you want a sneak peek of some upcoming videos? Let's see here. And it may be, actually I could probably post one of them. I filmed today. And I filmed like 3 different versions of kind of the same video because I got different products and I want to compare and contrast them. Here, I'll give you a sneak preview. Give me 1 second. Go in the other room real quick. Oh man. Here we go. I don't usually do this, but since you're here for the live stream, you get a sneak preview of my new ice cream container. silicone lid, Tovolo, 1 quart. This is for all the extra ice cream that doesn't fit in my other ice cream container. That's sneak preview stuff right there. And here's the other super sneak preview. Step the game up real big with a 2.5 quart capacity Tovolo ice cream container. This is super sneak preview stuff. This should hold the full batch. The old container, the red one, was 1.5 quarts. This is 2. This is a whole extra quart. So I will be able to make. I actually have. I actually picked up 2 of these. I have 2 of these now, so I have 1 for each. Like, this one's just been washed. It's just sitting right here. So like that's how that'll go. That's the set. So that's 1.5 quarts in 1. That'll make a full batch. Will fit in these 2 containers. And then yeah, I did the unboxing. So I got an unboxing video, and then I did like 2 separate videos comparing this and a smaller one, and then the smaller one with the bigger one, because people like to see the individual ones. And I know it's a lot of ice cream containers, but for some reason, it's kind of weird. People are really interested in those ice cream containers. I get a lot of feedback and a lot of comments, so I think people will enjoy them. How's the scalp massager? I haven't used it in a while. Actually, I got a different scalp massager. This might be the last thing, and then I'm gonna probably head off if I can find it. Oh, this one. I don't think I ever videotaped this one. I don't think I ever made a video on that. I don't know if you can hear that. Maybe I could touch it to the tripod. So when you press it onto your head, I should probably make a YouTube video on that. Never did. It's supposed to have some sort of like invisible light there too, or something. Some UV light that's supposed to do something magical. I don't know. I'm not in charge. But yeah, let's see where we're at. 62 minutes. I went past my 2 minutes. All right, that's the end of it. That was the Prego Pantry spaghetti dinner with leftovers. Water juice with lime, and starring Berta the dog as the food sampler. Berta, speak. Speak. Speak loud. Speak. Good girl. Give us a fiver. Yeah, girl. All right. That's the end of this one. Gary is snoozing right now, so no Gary for the goodbye. But yeah, well, there was some questions. I got the sneak preview. You got the bonus footage. If you could stop watching in an hour, no bonus footage for you. So, all right, I'm gonna go sit in a chair and enjoy the rest of my evening. You guys, let's see. What do I usually do this? What do I do? I usually turn the camera like this. Give me 1 second here. I usually reverse it, and then I usually say, "Don't look in my cabinets." Woo! All right. We got spaghetti in the oil. Perfect. All right. This concludes this episode of Elves Shelves Simple Pantry Spaghetti with Sausage. Oh, yeah! Make your version how you like it. That's how that works. And I will catch you guys on the flip. It might rain tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow. I might actually get to go shopping tomorrow. It'll be like the first time in since July I got to go shopping. There's a chance. I'm pretty excited. If I go, I'm gonna buy so much shit. I'm gonna fill that cart to the brim. So fingers crossed, shopping tomorrow. All right, you guys take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. If you caught this on the re-upload, sorry you missed the live, but watching it live is almost as good as watching it after the fact, I guess. So yeah, take it easy, stay safe, and say hi to everybody that knows me. Peace!